It's cool. We got some people filing in. Hey, what's up, Master of my universe? Haha, yeah, it's kind of cold. I don't know what part of the world or country that you're in, but it's taking a deep dive here. It's taking a deep dive here. Man, that forward teleport is going to be a game changer for Scorpion. Yeah, I really think that is going to... At least I think it's going to be. Hey, stop that smoke. Oh, down you go, smoke. Thing I do like about this teleport though is it doesn't lock the screen, and it doesn't allow him to to basically flip the screen on somebody. Well, I think the correct part there, Saw, is that Human Smoke was Scorpion with a pop-up combo. I kind of wish Scorpion would have had a real pop-up combo. I mean, like, because I always liked Scorpion. But why play with, if everyone did what? Sorry, I think I missed something. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Well, you know, just about a lot of the characters have some manner of pop-up. Um, Jax has it's a very mini pop-up. It's not like a containment pop-up or anything. But, well, let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's see. Scorpion doesn't. Lou does. Sonya does. Jade has that super mini pop-up that sometimes you can sweep afterwards. It's more of a weak knockback, but it gives you free rush. Sub-Zero does. Jax really doesn't. Unmasked Sub doesn't. Smoke does. Nightwolf, he has... It's not really a pop-up, but it's very, very axable. Cyrax doesn't, but he does have a net. Molina does. Sindel does. Rain doesn't have a pop-up. Well, the Roundhouse may as well be a pop-up. It's a launcher. Sector does. Kung Lao does. With his spin anyway. Cabal does. Shiva has, it's a mini pop-up, but it's very usable. Noob doesn't count. Shang does not. Kano does. Ermac does. Smoke has the teleport uppercut. Katana has the lift, but that sucks as a pop-up. Striker does. Reptile does. Hey, Tony and McGee DJ. So, yeah, the majority of the cast does have a pop-up. Sonya, or not Sonya, but Scorpion kind of got screwed over on that. Well, I mean, let's look. Robot Smoke, the teleport uppercut is a pop-up. I mean, you catch somebody in a pop-up, but you can get over 50%. Hang on. Stop it. I missed it again. There it is. So yeah, I mean, Robot Smoke can get 51%. And really, he can get, if he does it right, he can get, I mean, an anti-air, I mean, he can get ridiculous damage. I mean, that right there, that's 56. And that one takes some crazy timing, though. That timing has to be just about perfect. Get out of here. Get out of here, Ermac. It's up, Carano. Smoke is just too good for arcade runs. Alright, I'll do a couple more here, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes. I love how Smoke's air throw can, like, grab the moon out of orbit. That would have sucked. All robots. I mean, Mugen did it, right? Like Cyber Reptile and... Yeah. No, you're right. It's not real MK. What's funny though is like I picked Sub-Zero first in MK3, but then like I saw a yellow robot and I immediately thought it was like a robot scorpion. And they gave him the net, which kind of made it like, it's a containment move. It's like, well, they're really trying to make something out of this yellow robot. Oops. So I learned something today. And that is it's slicing up an entire lemon and putting it into a gallon of tea that you brewed to make iced tea is too much lemon. I never thought I'd say that before, but that's too much lemon. Oh, you think that's funny, huh, Xiao? Switching to a human right before your eyes? Oops. Hey, Axel. David, his noob's moves would be balanced, I think. His moves would have to be balanced when they're ported in. I mean, I've got the source code for him. Ow! All right, time to take the easy way. Ooh, kick in the face. But yeah, his moves from the console ports just have to tone him down a little bit. Give him some startup time on the disabler, not make the disabler so fast, and put hit limits and cooldown times on his clone throw and his teleport throw. Oh yeah, yeah. Did you guys catch that? Just wondering if anybody caught that. Still good tea, though. Well, good. You'll have to maybe watch back through the stream tomorrow after it uploads, or after it does its thing. You have to go back to those last couple seconds, and maybe you'll catch it after that. All right. So what were we doing here? What were we doing here? Oh yeah, some moves. We'll look at some moves. So here are some things, and you know, I have been a human smoke player for, well, since I started playing the game. He's the character that like I learned to play at a high level with. And I never ever never saw it. Never noticed it until I was going through the spear routine. So let's check this out. More love for the spear chuckers. So there's actually a couple of things that I want to look at with the spear. One, I think that is particularly interesting, and probably because in the arcade with the blood spatter sounds, I don't think it affected robot smoke, but this is something that I never noticed before, and I think is really cool. Let me find it. It's in here somewhere. Of course I missed it. Let's see. There's two things actually I want you guys to see with the spear. Of course I have to find them first. All right, let's examine, I guess, first this group of code right here. So this is loading 10009 hex into A9. Move this up a little bit here so we can see. I want to show you. So we'll have Scorpion and Sub-Zero here. Couple things I want you to pay attention to. So, first things first, this 503 hex right here, and this 507 hex right here. Okay? So now, we're going to look at Sub-Zero's object thread. Okay, so your normal idle stance. Your normal idle stance here is the 1F0 offset, which is right here, which is 3, 0, 3. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a break right here. So I want you to notice how it says up here, move 10009 hex to A9, call this routine, and compare this value. So here we go. It immediately causes a breakpoint right here, right? So we have 10,009 hex into A9, and then we're comparing 503 hex, which is, it's looking at this 303 value right here. So it's not equal to either of those. So it's changing this value in A9, that's the 10009, it's changing it to 2009. 0009. And then, of course, he throws the spear. All right. Now, let's try this again. So now, we're comparing 503 hex in A1, which is right here, 507. So it's not 503, but it is 507. So it jumps right over this 2000, or jumps right over the 20,009 hex. So it stays 10009, and it goes to the animation. So what's happening is Scorpion is actually throwing that spear quicker. It causes it to have a faster startup time. So in Scorpion's case, Scorpion and Human Smoke and I believe Robot Smoke, if the opponent is in jump kick falling frames or otherwise standard falling frames, that spear will come out quicker. So let's see what happens when Sub-Zero's in the air. Actually, let's try this. Yeah. So if you watch, I want you to keep an eye. This might be hard to show. On that right there, the 303. So when Sub-Zero gets punched out of the air, now if I can do it right. Oops. Oh, I had it. Okay, so up, punch, freeze. So if you look here now, his falling frames are 619. And if you kick him out, his falling frames are 503. That's the standard falling frame again. Something I want to check out here. Okay. So basically what's going on is it's evaluating what kind of falling frames that the opponent's in to determine if it should let the spear come out quicker. So I'm going to demonstrate this as soon as... Alright, we're just going to let the round restart. I'm going to show you now. Alright, so we've moved 2,000 and 20,009 hexes to A9. We're going to up that value. So we're going to say A9 equals, let's call it like 90009. All right. Watch how slow the spear comes out. So, and if we pause it at the standard value, let me clear the break here. Pause it. So let's see. So there's the starting frame, and then so he's moved 1, 2 frames, 2 frames, 2 frames. The spear comes out. So now if we, that's going to be hard to demonstrate. So let's see. Hang on, let me try. There we go. So now you watch. It's hard to catch it at the right time. I mean, it comes out so much faster, I can't even like pause it in the right amount of time. Oops. See how much? I mean, you can tell it comes out faster. There we go. So every frame he's moving. So that's kind of cool. I mean, if you're a geek like me. So let's see if that same principle applies to Robot Smoke. I guess we gotta have breakpoint in place, don't we, dummy? So it looks like it does. It's a fast animation. Oops. I mean, that thing comes out quick. Okay, so there we go. I mean, it's open, and there goes the spear. So yeah, it applies for all 3 of the ninjas. So now I want to try something here. Dip switches. Blood off, violence off. That is just because I want you to check out this other interesting part of the spear. Gotta reset it, I think. Turn the... So this is just so we can eliminate the blood spatter noise. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is something I never even paid attention to it before, but like I couldn't get over how cool it was because kind of a geek like that. Like they actually put some thoughts into this, and it kind of blew my mind a little bit when they did it. I just got to find it first. Dooby dooby doo. Well, where did it go? Okay, anyway, well, I can find it really quick here. Hold on. Okay. Now, it's a lot of random numbers. Oh, it's because of the smoke. It's the smoke effect. All right, we can turn that off really quick. Oh my gosh, maybe not. Okay. Do it this way. Gotta try to figure out a way to make this work because the smoke puffs are taxing the random number generator routine. So I don't have the luxury of just having it break on the random number generator when this happens. I need to find it though because it's ridiculously cool. Just can't friggin' find it. Makes me mad. Makes me so mad. But basically, you know how Scorpion has his come here and get over here. He has two separate sounds. If you listen closely enough, you will hear that Robot Smoke also has two. Like when he reels the opponent in, listen to the reeling in sound when he pulls him in with a spear. But yeah, there's two separate sounds, and they run through the same routine. That's what boggles my mind. I just wish I could remember where that is. I really wanted to find it because it's a very cool routine. And of course, the find results, there's 1,000 different freaking random number generators. Maybe I grabbed it right here. Probably lucky guess. Yeah, how about that? But yeah, it moves in. Now, why did I not cover that? Okay, FFAA 0320. Man, it's oh man, what the heck? I mean, even the part with the E0 hex. I mean, that's all Scorpion's business right here. That oh yes, why didn't I? What the crap, man? Why didn't I? Why didn't I fill that in the rest of the way? I'm fairly certain I did not lose any bookmarks. It's probably the end right here. But yeah, okay. I think this is the end of it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the bookmark. Call this rest of spear stuff. But yeah, so this move K2 hex to A0 routine followed by the random number generator, and then running it through this decrementing A0, so it's either getting a 0 or a 1, and it's going to pull from one of two sounds. No, it's not. It's not the voice. It's reeling them in. It's the sound that the wench or whatever that thing is on the inside of smoke reels the opponent in. What? You laughing at? Laughing at the wench? Is that what you call? Is that what you're laughing at? Get over here. Yeah, there's two separate sounds. Yeah, that was the cool stuff about the spear. I want to look at some other stuff now, and I believe this happens with Ermac, Nightwolf, and Sindel, where their animations are just a ton faster. Some people thought that was a bug, but it's not. But what's interesting is it looks for both of those kind of standard falling frames with Scorpion and with the spear. So let me find. Let's do with where'd you go? Sindel standing fireball, right? There's this check right here. Well, I mean, I get why they did for Trilogy, because you got, like, Scorpion throws a spear, Smoke throws a spear, Human Smoke throws a spear. You know, you already have 3 guys throwing spears, and you already have 2 guys throwing ice. Yeah, they probably did use the same routine. Well, actually, though, MK3 came first. Scorpion wasn't in MK3. Which means it's time for us to go to... It's time for us to go to old MK3. Let's find it here. Where'd you go, MK3? It's main plus ROMs. What the crap? What did I do with MK3? No, it's not. It's just regular old MAME. That's what it is. I've got too many MAME directories out here. There we go. It doesn't make any sound. Oh, that's right. And in his... That's right, his spear doesn't cause any blood in this game either. Look at that. That spear goes past Liu Kang's shoulder. Like, wait, get him by his headband or something? Look at that. That's ridiculous. I mean, I get it because he was a hidden character and they probably rushed to get him finished, but... At least they were able to get him to come up on the right side. When he's hitting from the left and then he does a jump kick into teleport, comes up on that side. Now if we go over here, jump kick, comes up on the correct side. Alright, well, learn something every day. So they changed the properties of the spear move some. I know the forward velocity was a little bit different too. And the forward velocity was a little bit different. There are a few other differences. The entire animation of the spear doesn't like start behind Smoke anymore and come through. Yeah. It does. And there's no hit limit on it either. There's just a cooldown. In fact, you know what, daggone, I'm gonna get this back out. Yeah, there's only a cooldown timer. There's no hit limit. So you can do ridiculous stuff like this. Hey, what's up, Wally? So yeah, you can do ridiculous stuff with this. but you cannot do that in UMK3. You'll get blown up. So maybe there wasn't a timer. I think there was no timer and no hit limit. I think you just couldn't throw it 2 in a row. You couldn't do back-to-back spears. Maybe that's what it was. Or the cooldown was short enough to where all you had to do was reel them in, jab, and repeat. But you can't do it in UMK3. Yeah. So. Alright. Alright. Alright, so let's examine Sindel here. And also Nightwolf. Sindel. Actually, we'll go Nightwolf. And Sindel. Alright, check this out. Alright, so you saw that. Now watch this. See how fast that came out? The reason behind that is her startup, her general startup is this A9, like this is kind of a compound thing, right? So it loads up the animation stuff into A9 and then it runs the animation routine. And the leading number here is it's basically the delay between between each frame of animation. So, oops. Hang on. Okay, so there we go. So she's starting into the fireball motion. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, fireball. And out it comes. But now let's do this. Let's actually just alter this piece of code so you can see how much faster it comes out. So we change this number here. You're going to see how much faster it comes out. I mean, it's like, it's out right now. Boom. It was like, I don't know if you can hear my keyboard. Oh, missed it. There we go. It's gonna every time I hit the frame advance, 1, 2, 3, 4, fireball. It used to be 3 frame advances between each one, and now it was only 1. So that's why it comes out so much faster. What that's looking for, again, is it's checking if the opponent is in the 507 status, which is only falling from a falling from a grounded jump kick. So if you're on the ground and you get jump kicked, it kicks over this value into your object thread at the 1F0 offset, which is basically your status. So if you're idle, it's 303. If you're in standard falling frames, it's 503. But getting jump kicked out is a 507. Yes, Sindel must have some horrendous halitosis. And it looks like the fireball moves faster too, looking based solely on this. So let's check that out. Okay, so the fireball's out. Move this 80,000 to A1. It skips over. Yep. So watch this fireball come out. Okay, now we're going to make the same value. We're going to do it again, but now we're going to load A0000. So A1 equals A000. Watch how fast this fireball comes through. So it looks like two things happen there. Yep. So here she's gonna the fireball, the startup animation is gonna come out 3 times faster, and then she's gonna get an extra speed boost out of the fireball. Moves that A0000 value in and comes out faster. Now here's something else that's interesting. Let's look at Nightwolf's stuff. So there's a couple things that are very interesting with Nightwolf's axe. Let me see, I gotta find it first, because this is actually what I used in order to it's what I used in order to oh gosh, it's what I used to make his axe glow red. Just have to find it. It's going to be in these moves somewhere. There we go. Wolf combo axe. So what this is right here. So the combo axe and the regular axe are actually 2 separate moves. But yeah, so the one that comes out with Nightwolf's axe, like just his regular axe, his standing axe, comes out here, where you're moving. So it has more recovery time, and it has a slower startup. So his axe will come out it will come out 1 frame quicker. Or actually 3 frames quicker, I guess. But yeah, so we'll break that. And then we'll break this. So what this is doing is the end of his combo that has the axe in it. It's pointing to this address right here, and this jump relative that you see here is skipping over these 2 lines of code and going straight to here. So there's the 2 breakpoints. So if I do his axe, it stops at the move A hex to A11, 3002 hex to A9. Alright, now it's getting a combo. Watch how much faster. Not only does it go up, but how much faster it recovers. So it recovers faster. It comes through faster and it recovers faster. The same thing happens with Nightwolf's arrow. Faster startup, faster speed. And the reason you can get away with... Actually, hold on. Wait a minute. Let me find Nightwolf's arrow. Because sometimes if you hit them just right, you can like make it come out like double fast. Like 2 fast ones in a row. Like that. Hope you guys saw that. I don't know how many times I'll be able to recreate that. Let's see. So we've got Nightwolf Eros, because I can't spell arrow. So it is going to look for the see, it's going to look right here. It's going to call this. See, it's loading the 3024, and then it's going to look here, and it's going to jump relative if it doesn't pass the check to... It's basically just going to jump over this line straight to here. So let's see. Look, I bet this is going to check to see if the opponent is in any falling frames. So before I do that, that's just my guess. Let me take a look. Let's see what happens. Ah, you dummy. Yeah. So if we break this, it's going to check to see if the opponent is in any peril. So it just moves right past it. So let's show that again. A13 at the 170, which is going to be Sindel's control thread, or sorry, Sindel's object. And that's going to look at the 210 hex, which is right here, because that's 1F, it's 2021. So it's in the 1, so it's going to be slow. So anytime okay, that makes sense. So anytime that an opponent is in any kind of falling frame, or not even a falling frame, I call it whenever they're in peril, whenever they're hit by something. This byte right here, or this bit, no, it's byte. And 2 of them make a byte. So it's basically looking for it's moving the 2 hex to A14, and it's setting the condition. And so it is not, that bit test was if it's equal to 8, if it's an even number, and it's not. Or maybe if it's bit checking to see if it's an odd number. But anyway, one way or the other, it fails this, so it goes to here, and it speeds him up. And I believe it does the same thing further down with the speed of the arrow. Let's find out. What's this? Yeah, so that's the speed of it. Is it the speed of it normally? Let's find out. So there's the A0. Let's see. Well, maybe it does come out that quick. Maybe it does come out that quick. Let's see. Slow. Let's really slow it down here. Ah. Ha. Okay, so it's just a faster startup speed. If you want to really have fun with it. And then Sector's regular missile does that. Same thing, where it comes out quicker. Ermac's Fireball does the same thing. But what interests me is so Nightwolf's is anytime the opponent is in peril frames, it shoots out faster. Scorpion and Smoke, if the opponent is being jump kicked or they're in standard falling frames, it comes out, but not if they're just in anti-air sitting duck frames, essentially. And then Ermax only comes out if they're grounded. If it's a grounded jump kick, the 507 stat, the 507 status. So that's Cabal's air fireball. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'm guessing it does not. I'm guessing it's not affected. But we'll look at it. Because the air fireball comes out pretty quick, and he's so close when he like to do the jump kick air fireball. He's so close when it happens. But we'll see what's going on with it. Just gotta find it first. I know I checked this out earlier. Cabal. This is another one where it shares a lot of the same data. Yeah, shoot. Yeah. Well, let's take a look. Let's have us a look-see. That would have been bad. So yeah, here's the air fireball check. So it's always going to run this. And it's going to see if he's in the air. He's not. So here he goes. And then that's going to pass the check. Or fail the check, whatever. Ermac's already darn near overpowered. He is a top 5 character. And some people would put him at 3. So there's basically, I think, 5 characters that really vie for that number 4 spot. Actually, there's a couple characters that really are vying for the number 3 spot. Number 1 is always going to be Cabal. Number 2 is always going to be Human Smoke. Number 3 could be Nightwolf, could be Ermac. So he's easily a top 4 character, and he may be top 3. So yeah, if he had an air fireball, it would be overpowered. Because Ermac already has so many different ways to keep you at bay, to give him something else to keep you out. That would be nuts. So let's see. So I don't think that comes out any faster. Let's see. No, it doesn't come out any faster. Love me some instant airs, though. And we can always take a look and see if that routine's in there. What the crap just happened? There we go. So in here we don't have any compare values in the air fireball portion or jump relative based on a check or a condition. Looks like the same thing here. Yeah, so it doesn't give him any special advantage. It's just the air fire. It comes out. It's a fast projectile to begin with. Yeah, this A000 is the speed of the projectile, which that's how fast the faster projectiles are. So we'll do this real quick. Yeah, so and you see there it's not giving us any extra conditions to make that go faster. Same here. Same there. So yeah, it's not adding any extra speed to it. Yeah, so we're not getting any extra speed out of the fireball. Pretty cool, though. Alright, so now something that I think is going to be interesting to play with. Check this out. Alright. Pretty standard stuff, right? Alright, now check this out. Did you guys see that? You know what that is? Watch. Yes, that is an overhead. I wouldn't say there's block breaking. It really, honestly, what it depends on. It really depends on if it's even viable. Because one thing, even with balance options, those options will be to balance the characters, give them some kind of leg up, on the top tiers, bring some of the lower tier characters up, improve some of the mid tier characters, and quite frankly nerf the top tiers a little bit. Try to even the playing field. Not taking away any normals, not taking away any specials. But we may be, again, things might be modified a little bit. Subtle changes. But this game, obviously, like from what we just looked at, you get all kinds of, I'll call them attack bonuses. If your opponent is falling down from a jump kick, if they're in some kind of falling frames, if they're in peril, you get an advantage on, your spear comes out faster. Your spear comes out basically 4 or 5 frames sooner. Your fireball not only comes out 4 or 5 frames sooner, but it's also much faster. It comes out much faster. It's basically a guaranteed hit. If they're in certain falling frames. But so it's already decidedly an offensive game. The other thing is I don't know that the game is really built for overheads, because there's only, besides the foot sweep, there are only 2 lows in the game. And one of them is ridiculous. Sonya's leg grab is a low. Striker's baton trip, or baton, whatever you want to call it, is a low. That one I get, because he's swinging his little mall cop stick at your knees. Yeah, if you don't block low, it's going to take your knees out. That makes sense. What I'm not so sure of is why that is a low. Look at this. Block. So yeah, that doesn't make like and the other thing is like so like I wouldn't mind experimenting with adding overheads to the game. I wouldn't mind that at all. But it and if it was something that was to say, "Oh, hey, cool. We can make this happen and we can, add this as an as another element to the game to make things interesting." So like you would have balance options, and then with balance options, you would have an additional option to turn on overheads. And I think the moves that would qualify as overheads, obviously Sonya's leg grab, maybe Striker's baton throw, Molina's teleport kick, uh, jump kicks and jump punches. Straight up jump kicks and jump punches would not be overheads, though, I don't think. Um, but I mean, that would be one of those work in progress kind of, let's see if we can make it something awesome. Uh, but that's what that boils down to for me. The point of balance options is to help balance the game. When you add the dynamic of overheads into a game that has into a game that is 25 years old almost, and I guess it just turned 24, didn't it? Yeah, so it's closer to 25 than it is to 20. Let's put it that way. You take a game that's 24 years old and you add overheads to it, that's going to be crazy because the low block is basically the default for most high level players. The default is blocking low. It's safe, so your instinct is to hold back and then kind of wheel down about a quarter of or a I don't know, what is that, like an eighth of a circle. Basically, you go back and then low back, or down and then down back, and block, and it's safe. You can't get thrown out of it. You can't get hit by. You basically can't get thrown out of it, and you can't get hit by anything except like Cyrax's bombs, Sub Zero's. Well, you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't get hit by Sub Zero's ice clone unless you landed on top of it. And Sub Zero's ice puddle. Those unblockable things you'd get hit by, obviously, but everything that can be blocked does get blocked. So it's kind of like I said, for high level players, it's kind of a default thing. You make too many drastic changes, and it's not going to be welcomed, and that's something I'm trying to stay away from. I've seen what happens when too many drastic changes get made that you can't option out of, and it's just not a good. It doesn't create a good reception. But I mean, it's something to work on. I mean, see, I think I've got. Do I have the script open? I do. The other thing, though, that I'm curious about. So let me look. Let me see. Overheads. So he's blocking high. Blocking high. I don't know why he's randomly getting hit by that. Maybe it's almost like every other. Is it removing the block bit? Nope. Look at that, though. If we do this, weird. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's something I can work on. It's probably something in the coding that I obviously didn't get right. So, but you could experiment with things like, you know, again, adding certain special moves to it, to where you can't be. It's like what these are right here. 200 and 201 is the attacking character's status. 200 is jump kick. 201 is jump punch. 700 is a standing block. So if it's not equal to that, it's going to hit. Actually, you know, let's look at this. Let's give this a second thought here. Overheads. So we need to grab Sub-Zero's grab his object thread. Yeah, JK, it would definitely be a test menu option. There was, and maybe even a test option that is only enabled if the balance mode is enabled. Because that would be a heck of a different game if you introduce overheads. Okay. So, alright, let's see. Okay, so blocking 700. Oh. So no matter what. So it's at 0. Why does that get removed? Alright, well, we're going to check this. So let's grab Sindel's object thread. Get her blocked up. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I think we can maybe hotfix this. Maybe. Let's see. So if it's equal to 700, it's going to check for 0. If it's not, it's going to go back there. No, that wouldn't work. It's never going to make it there. Crud. There we go. Okay. So if it doesn't equal A3, goes to hit. Actually, you know what? Let's try something here. No, it's not a factory. Are you talking getting jump kicked over and over again and it hitting you out of the second block jump kick? No, that's not a bug. That's my friggin' poor friggin' coding is what it is. Let's try to comment that dude out of there. Let's do this. Okay, so now nope, didn't care about that. Let's try this. All right, let's try that. All right, let's see if I can get this code stamped in here. Nope. Hotfix time. Okay, where? C0, C880, 563, 260A, C080, B7, A30, 170, B463, 0110, 01C0, B43, F8FF. That's going to be CA03, B43. All right, let's try it now. Now he's not going to survive. Oh, crud. That was nice. Why did it do that? We're going to find out. It doesn't like it. Doesn't like it if you get chipped out. Let's see what happens in the original overheads code. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Now, why is that happening? Is it any block? Yep. Perfect. I think I know what the problem is. We'll find out. That doesn't cause a problem because that's the sweep. Alright, now. I, I, well, it should be. That's interesting. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's going to be a fun one to figure out.
You will never win.
Yep, I mean, it goes there. It's not that, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that. Well, alright, let's look at this. Let's try this again. And let's see. And Sub-Zero is still at 1 health. Let's give him 2 health here just to see if any of these line up. A1. Okay. No. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Why? Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's look at something else. I'm going to set that value back in A3. Yep, still resets. Okay. All right. I think we can work on this a little bit though. So let's see. I think 6 is danger. Okay. So we have to see how much chip damage each one of these is. Okay. So it causes at least 7 chip. Okay. So let's see, we need to make some comments here. Jump kick does 7 damage on block. Jump punch doesn't do that much. Okay. Jump punch does 5 damage. Okay. So what we've got to do now let's see. I think we can actually do something with this. I think we can. So we need to get. Let's see what's Sonia's object here. Oops. 106 AF 0. A13. Okay. And what's her let's see, that's her object thread. Her control thread is there. Okay. Because we basically have to transfer this over to make it a hit if conditions are met, plus they're at a certain energy level, I think. Oh, that's going to suck. Because they're getting chipped out. It's getting chipped out here. And the game is being reset. Okay, so let's try this. VP VP 106.1610 8 W. Okay, there it got written to 0. By then everything else has been written to 0. So we're screwed. Nuts.
Don't make me laugh.
Yeah. All right.
Fight.
Okay. Okay. So we need to basically see what's going on here that causes. There we go. So Sindel still has a piece of energy. She's on block. Okay. 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 I think I got it. It does go through all this rigmarole. Okay, and it jumps it back there. Okay. So what that means, so we still have to make it back there. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what's happening here, I think, it's going to block. Okay. Okay. Still okay, though. Okay. So it jumps to here, which is hit. Okay. Okay, so that's the problem. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Well, I found the problem. So that part's good, at least. Well, let's try something. So I want it to actually go here. Okay. FAF0. Okay. I. Okay, so FAFF. FFAF. FFA0. FFAF. FA. Oh, dag on it. FFAF. FFA0. Okay, so oops. Let's see. All right, let's try that out. Survey says. What? Ah. Okay. I can make it work. I know I can. Okay, so let's see. So we got to call this in. Let's try that. It's got a little extra code attached to it. There, that's the one we want anyway. All right, let's see. Oh, that's not right either. Ooh, yeah, that's no good. Hey, Arturo. Okay. All right. So, anyway, I'm not going to be able to track that one down this evening. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? What's we got here? Map out some moves, I guess. Yeah, I'll see what this guy is right here, see? Oh, wait a minute. Let's go over here. Well, that ain't right. I don't think it is anyway. No. That's definitely not the axe up. Bet this is Kung Lao's spin. Guess not. Okay. Oops. I'm trying to figure out what the rest of this crap is. Maybe. Tell you what. Where is... try to get us some kind of win tonight. Viewership's going down. It's getting cold outside. Everybody's going to bed. I want to go to bed. I'm not gonna lie. did it go? Maybe it's not there. There you are. Okay. Alright, let's check this out. Oh, darn it, it's not what I wanted. Darn it. I know what I can do.
Flawless victory. Fight.
There we go. Okay. Now... Okay. Oh my. Having a total brain fart. Now,
Finish him. Flawless victory. Friendship. Friendship. Again.
that didn't do what we wanted. That's alright. Okay.
Finish him.
Ah, there we go.
Flawless victory. Friendship. Friendship. Again.
Haha. Ah, look at that. There's always room for small wins, right? Did you guys, anybody see that? Hopefully.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Friendship. Friendship. Again.
I'm curious. Ha! Yes.
Finish him. Done. Flawless victory. Friendship. Friendship. Again.
Yeah, that's cool. Yes, we got some colorful rain. So yeah, there's so many things that can be done.
Finish him. Flawless victory. Friendship. Friendship.
There we go. That's worthy of a screen capture. colorful bombs. Well, I mean, you get a colorful explosion when their body explodes. That's close enough, right? I mean, that's fairly close. Ooh, man. All right. Tell you what. I'm going to do a run up the ladder, and then I'm going to head for bed, I think. More out. It's been a long day. Got to be up early for work and all that jazz. Alright. Let's run up the tower. Now let's run up as noob. Why not? Oh my gosh. This is not going to be fun.
Well done.
Oh yeah.
You suck.
That's not nice.
Fight. Well done. Finish him. It's official. You suck.
Let me bring up Rain's brutality really quick. There we go. Well, he looked like a male ninja when he was frozen. They all look the same when they're frozen. All right, let's see. Let's get Noob's brutality here. Okay, it's that right there.
Round one. Fight.
Ow, come on. No.
Jax wins. Round two. Fight.
Yeah, we'll get there with him. There we go.
Official. You suck. Round 3. Fight. Well done. Finish him. It's official. You suck. Brutality.
Sweet.
Round 1. Fight. Well done.
Oh, what?
Well done. Well done.
Oh, you dirty dog.
Round 2. Fight.
I don't understand what you mean, Chrono.
Superb. It's official. You suck. Round 3. Fight. Finish him. It's official. You suck. Round 1. Fight.
Ah.
Scorpion
Ah.
wins. Round 2. Fight.
Ah. There we go. Keep kicking him in the chest.
You suck.
Or in the face.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh. Oh, come on, Shiva, you cheapie. Ah, joke's on you, forearms. Ah.
It's official. You suck. Round one. Fight. It's official. You suck. Round two. Fight. Finish him.
Ah.
It's official. You suck. Round one. Fight. Superb. Superb.
I should stop doing that.
It's official.
There we
You
go.
suck. Round two. Fight. It's official. You suck. Brutality. Round one. Fight.
Hang on just a second. Be right back. Alright, there we go. Okay.
You suck. Round two. Fight. Superb.
Oof. Uh-oh. Kano. Probably wants his noob costume back.
It's official. You suck. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, I don't know Human Smoke's brutality. I literally just looked up noobs. Just yeah, right when I started the run. Man, that what? Ah.
Wins. Round 3. Fight. Well done. Superb. Well done.
Man. Ah, too slow.
Official. You suck. Round 1. Fight.
Motaro, you cheesy bastard. Oh my goodness.
Wins. Round 2. Fight.
Come on. You cheesy bastard, Motaro. Come on. There we go. Ha! Right in the Johnson. All right. There we go.
It's official. You suck. Well done. Excellent. Outstanding.
Wee.
Frosty. Superb. Crispy.
Ugh. Man, I'm tired. Just gonna let the credits run through, and we'll wrap it up for the night. Of course. Alright, I'm getting out of here. I gotta get to bed. Um, got a few
I win.
got a few good things done tonight. Got some moves researched. Did a little bit of playing around with the overheads. Got some colorful rain to fall down, so not too bad. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. So have a good one, and I will catch you next time. See ya.